Jail time, jail time, jail time. What's up, guys? I'll go Pencil here, and here to do a breakdown / live reaction and review to chapter 181 of Sakamoto Days, which is known as Welcome Party. And I'm intrigued. Obviously, we're leaping into a mini arc. In a mini arc? Well, not really a mini arc. I say a sub arc of the overarching arc, which is, I suppose, the versus order arc / versus slur arc versus slur. Though, like, everybody's fighting right now. That I think about it, we have Nagamo and Kidaka, who kind of comprise their own group now that they're no longer training, or at least Kidaka's no longer training Shin. Then you have Sakamoto, who's currently fighting the Order. Then you have the Order, who's currently hunting down Sakamoto and crew. And then you have Slur and X's gang, who are also their own factions. So we got a lot of people fighting, but we're obviously leaving into a new sub-arc here, and I'm excited. So let's not waste any more time, and let's hop right into it. Editing me. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. Fun fact, I do mean to have it on me and keep it on me at all times. And another fun fact, Shin, why you look kind of clean, broski? You got that little, I forget what it's called. I think, like, in English it's called a cowlick, but I forget. I think it's like a hoge or something, that little individual strand of hair. I ain't gonna lie, Shin, you look kind of clean. You look kind of clean with the whole prison fit on, holding up the, why is your last name not on here, though? But lifting up the sign, broski. Well, actually, he is an orphan, right? So maybe that's why it's not on there. But lifting up the sign, straight lace, straight stare. Okay, you look kind of clean. You look kind of clean. Hey, Sasuke. Like Sasuke. Hey, Sasuke. You look a little bit nervous, buddy. But still, I can't blame bro. I still feel bad for him, because realistically, it was just Shin who needed to get arrested. Heisuke gets nothing from this. Like, maybe they're going to develop some solo hand-to-hand fighting skills, but they're specifically a sniper. They're a weapon wielder. How are they supposed to get better in a place where there are no weapons allowed? I don't know. Maybe he's going to become more like multi-purpose like Sakamoto, where he's just going to turn into a range fighter, or in whatever he grabs and now becomes a dangerous ranged weapon. But, like, overall, it was bad for Heisuke. He's kind of just falling alongside the Deuteragonist, which is unfortunate, because only the Deuteragonist is going to benefit from here. I guess Heisuke is going to be good for when they break out, but then hopefully Heisuke can find somebody who's going to have a weapon that he can use on the breakout. And what about Pisuke? Or Pisuke? I'm not sure where he's living or doing. Is Lou taking care of him? I have no clue. Well, let's see. Welcome party. Roll call! You scumbags are the scourge of society. And don't you forget it! You should be grateful for the privilege of breathing this air. I mean, yeah, presumably. Considering, like, if you got sent to prison by the JAA, you must have really messed up. He must have really fumbled the bag or something. So I get what he means. Though, that still is crazy. I guess this, like, the guard kind of has to be sold then to be saying this. Because presumably, if he's really stuck with a bunch of crazy people who low-key are feeding for it, like, I'm kind of sure you can speak this boldly, dog. You ain't worried for your life? I'll be worried for my life. Let's see. You're the scumbags of society, and don't you forget it. You should be grateful that you're having the privilege of breathing this air. Shin, once again, with absolutely no care on the planet, bro. Bro's like, whatever. Let's see. Poor Heisuke, dog. He's so scared. Let's see. You're entitled to 0 human rights. You're worth no more than specks of dust. A little bit more than that. Like, once again, I wouldn't be shocked if certain members still kind of got, like, plucked out after a while, or, like, sent in or sent out on good behavior, because, like, presumably some of these are just assassins. Like, it's the JAA prison for a reason. So you need some fodder? Go into the prison. Probably, presumably, only the top levels, considering what was revealed last chapter. Like, it gets more dangerous as you go down. But still, you might as well. Like, that's just extra bodies. I mean, I guess maybe they were sent here, though, because they failed to listen on missions anyway, so maybe it's not worth the gamble. But honestly, if you just need bodies to throw in an operation, throw some bodies at them. But you really want to seek the fortune teller? Sheesh, he's loud. I mean, yeah, he's doing roll call, man. He's got to make sure everyone hears him. I do. Nobody else can give me ESP guidance. Yeah, that's true. I wonder how the fortune teller awakened their ESP, though. Were they born with it? Is that what Shin was? Because notably, I remember Haruma seemed to question something. Before Haruma ended up getting got by Sakamoto, Haruma seemed to question something about Shin. He was like, hey, are you? But then he got cut off. Not literally, at least not yet. It took a few chapters for him to get cut off literally. Top off. But I think Harumo was about to mention something about Shin or his Bast. Like the Egyptian god of cats? Why did that come out? But like, Harumo was about to mention something about Shin in his past. And we gotta remember, Harumo and X's gang and their associates all were raised in that specific orphanage, in the Alkamar, specifically to be pre-made order candidates. Like, that was the whole point of them. So I wonder if Shin was technically, like, an example of attempting to replace or recreate their fortune teller, just in case something happened to them. Because sure, while it's nice enough to have one ESP person if they're really, really good at their job, like they were supposedly supposed to be at the time of their capture, or not capture, of their, like, imprisonment, presumably he would be, like, real, real good at predicting their own survivability. Like, I highly doubt they know. Well, they probably do know if they were ever in, like, lethal danger. But still, I'm interested to see what he has to offer. Or she. We don't know. Actually, I don't think. Do we know? I don't think we know their gender. Let's see. It's easy to get into the JA jail, but there's no telling if you'll ever make it out. Nagumo's like, I'll send you in. But don't tell Sakamoto I said y'all. Let's see. If you aren't tough enough to escape that prison, will be nothing but dead weight in the fight against Slur, right? I mean, yeah, Shin, you specifically, but once again, Heisuke does not, he's not a fighter. He's not a fighter like you and Sakamoto, dog. Hop off his tail. Well, that's true. Fine then. I'll give you one hint. The jail has 3 underground levels. The fortune teller's in the deepest one. Do whatever you can to get down there. Mama was like, fight for your life. And doing so. Because that's the thing. It just seems dangerous. Though, you know what? They are lucky. They're actually very, very lucky that Nagumo got released when he did. If he was cut off anytime sooner, or, like, the fortune teller was jailed anytime later, they'd have no clue where to look. Well, let's see. Get down there. First, we have to figure out how to get down below. From what Nagumo said, the deeper you go, the more violent the inmates are, yo. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. You gotta risk it. But, like, how much do you risk it? I guess because that's the thing, though. Shin's locked into a specific path of evolution that you kind of have to. You kind of do just have to gamble on it, because, like, how else would you grow? Sure, Shin could just rely on the luck that he's been getting, like his consistent evolution of his powers from the initial mind reading to the future vision to the cursed speech, basically. Like, he's been doing good, but having a clear person to guide him probably is the best next step for his growth, unlike a Sakamoto. And presumably, I'm still going to keep saying it, unlike a Heisuke. I'm still not sure how this is going to help Heisuke, other than, like, maybe he learns some more survivability, but he's very specifically weaponless, bro. How's he going to cook? How's he going to drink? Let's see. Yeah, security's also tighter the deeper you go. And only the guards can go between floors. We'll have to find a way to snag a key from the guard. That's risky, though. Because, like, presumably they're all being monitored. So what happens if I guess maybe they'll put you down further. What if they just execute you? That's the thing. We don't know how, as the guy doing roll call earlier said, they don't have rights. Presumably, as he said, you're lucky to be breathing this air. That in itself is a privilege beyond what you're worth. So I wouldn't be shocked if you, like, obviously, they're not going to slaughter Heisuke or shit, like, legitimately. But, like, narratively speaking, without their pseudo-main character status intact, I wonder what the retaliation would be for trying to do something like that. Like, it either is getting sent to the lower floors where you're gonna perish anyway, because it was mentioned last chapter that no one's ever actually lived out their sentence, because they always end up perishing before that. Or maybe they just get... Like, maybe that's just possible. I don't know. Let's see. You really think we can do that? We're here. There's no other way. Yeah! I mean, that's true. You have no other choice now. Hey. Newbies. You're in our seats. Beat it. You don't know the cafe... Yeah. Shit, you're one of them. Honestly, I wouldn't risk it. I guess because they're on the highest level, he feels like this is a safe space. But, like, I wouldn't risk it at all. I wouldn't mess with them. Let's see. You know these seats? It's a cafeteria. Shin. I'm weaponless right now. I can't get my gains up right now. Let's see. You don't want to talk to us like that. Shut your trap and get lost. Maggot. Hey, you watch your tone. You don't even have a name. This is the main character right here. Don't say, sure. How do we finish our conversation? Shin, you're a real moron. Ew. Would you really want to put your feet in that, dog? Oh, the food actually look kind of good, though. But darn, gee, really? You stomping on the prison food table for what? Hey, yo. What? Really open with that, huh? This twerp's got nice soft cheeks. Wait. Ooh, let me get a feel, too. That's gotta be, that Suzuki said, that's gotta be a joke. Like, that's gotta be personal. Soft cheeks, huh? Shin, the nicest supple? And that other men want to get a feel like in prison, like Shin. Buddy. But you better scare them off, buckaroo. And don't touch me like that, bro. Like, it would all come down to, once again, I would never end up in prison because I'm scared, horrified of it. I'm a civilian through and through. But like, I think if someone were to just go, like, so grab my face, I want to be like, dog. Please, I don't believe in violence. I'm not about to call for the guards. Don't make me do this to you. But luckily enough, that's kind of good reason why I keep a beard. My face it's not soft. It's always very scraggly. Like even if I were to, because y'all may not remember, because it was a while. I think it was at this nearly the start of this year. I did have a bald arc, like where I took off everything. Like I took off the full beard, I took off the hair. I was just straight bald. But even then, it took like a day for me to get stubble back. So. I'm never clean shaven like Shin is, but still, get you filthy, nasty hands off me. Hey, you losers, break it up. Oh, okay. So at least the guards intervene pretty quickly. Hey, excuse me, sir. What time is it? Interesting. There's a clock right there. Look for yourself. Freeze. Oh, so darn, you just gonna straight rob one. Okay. Halted in place. Oh, darn. Smack him straight in the jaw with it. Oh, in the jaw and in the chest. Is bro hitting pressure points? Bro said, your neck, your chest. I'm not going to say the rest of what that reference is, what that is a reference to. But darn, Shin really said, I will take the most basic thing and do you like that for real. Bang. What the? Ooh, the block with the tray. Ooh, into the... Shin, my boy. My apologies. I was not familiar with your game. Why is he gonna clean with it? Actually goes crazy, dog. What? Bro said, bro hit him with a two-piece and no bev. There was only negative bev involved. Golly. And the kick is crazy. The lethality goes wild. Are there no other cards? You can have this seat. We're through now. Let's go, this guy. Huh? Why did I freeze just now? Must be getting old. Is that it? I don't know. Anyway, I've never. Let me not speak it into existence. I've been lucky enough to. No, actually, that's a lot. I've had it once. I've had it. Not sleep paralysis in the way that people commonly describe sleep paralysis, but I have had moments where I've woken up, but been like in the state where my brain has woken up and my eyes have woken up, but the rest of my body hasn't. I'm in the verge between like dream and reality, and thusly it's a fight to like wake the rest of my body up. Like, especially, like, when I was younger, I used to have a bunch of nightmares. And I had a bunch of times where I had a trick when I was younger to get, since I had so many nightmares, I developed a trick on how to get out of them. But sometimes it would take a while. And if I were to fall back asleep, I was in that, like, in-between state where I was, like, conscious in the real world, but my body was still asleep. Like, I would sometimes get dragged straight back into the nightmare. It's like I put it on pause. Like, it was like a little ad break. And I'd fall back in. That's the only kind of sleep paralysis I've had where, like, my body just actively refuses to rise and wake up and anything like that. I've had that. Which still very, very scary. Don't get me wrong, I 100% agree that is a little bit scary. But would that be the case? I'll readily admit, if that just happened to me in the middle of the day, I wouldn't assume, oh, I must be getting old, even though I am getting older. And I'll be like, huh? But then again, I gotta remember, this is a verse typically without powers. So he probably literally just thinks, oh, freak accident. Because I wonder if Shin's voice rings clearly. Like, did he hear... And that'll be something that we find out when the anime comes out, because I can't remember off the top of the dome. If y'all remember off the top of the dome, when Shin gives his, like, mental commands that a person has to follow, does it sound like Shin, or does it just sound generic? Like, I know some people don't have internal monologues, but like when I think, it doesn't really sound like me. It's just like the words. I don't know, like it doesn't have any distinct sound to it. So I wonder if Shin's own mental projections sound like Shin, or if they're just blank, generic words, and that's why they're followed so easily. And it's why it tricks and overrides the nervous system of whoever's getting hit by it. No, intriguing. Let's see. Ugh, seriously though, those freaking punks. That little shrimp's tough. That little shrimp's tougher than he looks. He'll pay for this. Y'all were squeezing a man's cheeks in prison, dog. Yeah, basically. Ooh. Who smacked the taste out of you? Is that boiled? We were just talking about. Wait. Ganging up on one little newbie. That ain't hard boiled. That's boiled! Yo! We were legit just talking. Who had it? It was Daka. I went on like a whole voice acting rant. And a couple people in the comments said I could voice boiled. Yo. Look who shows up. But now the question is, I forget, did y'all say I would voice boiled based on my regular voice or based on the voice I'd give boiled? Because I'm gonna give him a voice, but if it's just regular, if we're gonna have Boyle for a little bit, he's going. It's been a friend. Where's your wife? Not wife. I think it was like his girlfriend or something. We're partners. I forget where is she? Is she here? Well, this is a men's prison, presumably. But let's see. Ganging up on one little newbie. That ain't hard boiled. Yeah, boiled. No, it ain't. No, it ain't boiled. Sorry. Got the Chewbacca sound for him. Let's see. Afternoon prison chores. Cleaning. The J's, no biggie after all. J's prison, this J prison's no biggie after all. Come to think of it, I guess only third-rate assassins wind up here. Makes sense. I mean, yeah, especially if it goes by dangerous and more violent the lower you go down. Good point. But the serious criminals are farther down, right? The guys below might be tougher. Maybe. But I don't know. But you know what? This is going to be really good, scaling-wise. If Boyle and Shin end up fighting and Shin doesn't dominate, then Shin's a lot weaker than because Shin, he's kind of been getting hyped recently throughout the narrative. But if he goes relative with Boiled and doesn't like dominate him in the same way that Sakamoto dominated him, Shin, your scale is gonna drop massively. Because the thing is, right? I've been seeing people argue Shin not relatively high. Like no one believes Shin's order level. No one believes that. But like a lot of people have started to put him in sub order level, like that Sakamoto tier. But or at least like big guy Sakamoto. But notably, I'm not sure. Let's see. Down like below might be tougher. Maybe. Anyway, we gotta get up the first floor. And on the lowest floor to find the fortune teller. I wonder what the fortune teller looks like. Yeah, that's a good question. No idea. Nago said we'll know when we see them. Yeah, okay, so we're still saying very specific. Yeah, we're saying very non-specific. Them. We'll know when we see them. Alright. Boils! Did you punch him through the door? What the... I'm assuming that's Boiled. That's Boiled. Instead of standing around. Wait, that's not very hard boiled. Instead of standing around, why don't we have some fun? You want to fight someone tough, right? Someone hard-boiled, if you will. Look, he's like, I'm slobbing on somebody since the punch of 08. And by the punch of 08, I mean like chapter 8. I was talking about it. He was introduced really early on. But look at Boiled, dog. He even got the Hawaiian shirt on still. They let him keep his sunglasses and his beanie in prison? He gotta be swole. Yeah, okay. I wonder if he got stronger. What do you say the same? Let's see. Huh? Is this that Boiled guy? And why is Pencil's computer screaming? I'm sorry about that. But is this that Boiled guy? He fought Sakamoto before. Fought? Maybe a bit of an overstatement. Calls himself hard-boiled. I mean, he is kind of hard-boiled. Like, don't knock his hustle. When I heard someone roughed up my pals, you roughed them up worse than he did. But when I heard someone roughed up my pals, I wasn't expecting you. How's that Sakamoto jerk? He's doing fine. He's still hard-boiled. Don't worry, Boiled. He's still hard-boiled. In fact, he's trying to get even more hard-boiled. Because now you think about it, man, Boiled really was fodder. Like if we're thinking scaling-wise, I mean, he was, like, beating up Sakamoto, But like once Sakamoto came out, it was no contest. Like the moment Boyle threatened his family and Sakamoto slimmed up, like Boyle might as well become a durable goon. Like that's all. That's all that immediately happened. So this will really be definitive, and it's hard to argue, right? Has Sakamoto been getting stronger? Yeah, I think he has though. He hasn't gotten back to his old prime self yet. Clearly, that's the whole point of the current arc. But like, I think from the International Assassins arc and all of his recent, more intense battles, I think he has really been climbing up in strength. So the real question is, Boyle, have you stayed the same, or have you been training in the prison? Let's see. But then again, I wonder why he got locked up. Like, he was technically legally operating just fine. He was just following a bounty. Maybe that's why. Maybe just because he failed to collect the bounty, he got the lowest level. Let's see. You know this dude? Yeah, we met once. Didn't know he was in here, though. I settled my score with Sakamoto. I got no beef with you. We'll call it even. Oh. That's actually pretty reasonable. I guess he does kind of see, like, Shin as an extension of Sakamoto, because why wouldn't he? He's like, you're there with the guy. You might as well have been partners. No, this big dog. My fault. I realized that. I don't like that. I like that Boyle is the kind of guy who's like, hey, you mess with my homies, I'm gonna mess you. You one of them. You one of them, is you? You was one of my ops. I'll let it slide. I don't want nothing from him. I don't want no smoke. Let's see. Sure. Right after I get a hit in. Shin, wait. This does not help you. Well, maybe it will. Maybe causing violence will get you further down. But then again, it comes to a question. Well, obviously, it's probably going to get him further down. I'm assuming they're gonna fight and he's going to go further down. But would that be the case? What if they just execute you, bro? I don't know. We'll see. Freeze! Everybody, clap your hands. I'm sorry. Ooh, the run-in. Boyle's confused. But it doesn't look like we don't see like the inverted. Like notably, this guy, he went inverted when Shin yelled freeze, or at least he looks pseudo inverted. But Boyle looks kind of fine. Let's see. Freeze! Oh, but he just. I guess actually it did work. He didn't move. Whoa! He got him. Wait. Boyle! I didn't know you were that hard boiled, my friend. Golly! And that's what the bare... He hit you with the stomper. He with that bare foot boiled. And you just no-sold it. Uh-oh. Shin, you may still be fodder, Buckaroo. Unless we get a statement that bro's been in the hyperbolic time chamber. Shin, your skilling fell off a cliff. I'm telling Kata. Because Kata was hyping up Shin a lot recently. And I was low-key falling for the Ogie But what? I'll wait another chapter. It was like he didn't know. He didn't even break Boyle's glasses. Shin, bro, you may still be tracked. Let's see. Shin! Even down here, I've been hearing a lot about your exploits. Those are that stuff about the TT attack on the museum. First exciting thing I've heard in a while. Red alert. People do be wildin'. Through the wall and then through prison bar. How? Shin, what are you made out of, bro? Golly. No, it's mostly about Sakamoto. Huh. You think it's cool to stand out, huh? You're a real loser. I mean, he did lose to Sakamoto, but Shin, you are not on the talk right now, bro. You did no damage to Broski. Did not even crack his glasses, dog. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. So Shin versus Boyle. It looks like Boyle slamming Broski. All right. Meanwhile, on the deepest floor of the prison. No. Wait. Oh, this is probably. Oh, deepest floor. This is probably the fortune teller. I'll give him. I'll speak like them until I know what they are. Let's see. No. Homemade food in this filthy dump. The only future I can see is indigestion. I mean, I guess that's the thing that would suck though. Like, I'd be fine with like some minor foresight because like that, but then again, I'd use it in like the most petty ways possible. Like, I would use it to figure out how the conversation would go before it would happen. I'd be like, okay, let me look into the future and see how speaking with this random individual will work out, or see with anybody I know. I'd be like, okay, so don't say this and do say that. Don't say this and do say that. Perfect. But to use it for something like that, like knowing a meal you would eat would end up in indigestion every single time would suck. But freaking out again. Well, sure. Locked up in a place like this. Yeah, I guess. How about a video game? Oh, okay. So they're in luxury mode. Where's the fun in that when I already know the outcome? Video games can still be fun with spoilers. You know how many times I played Kingdom Hearts 2? What? Maybe that would ruin a video game, but still, I don't know. I'd like to play video games just for the challenge. Like, I think I've replayed Kingdom Hearts 2 7 times. That maybe lowballed it. I think it may actually be 13. I'm trying to think like full, complete start of Roxas prologue to any game. I think it is like 7 complete and then like 6 other like playthroughs that I started and maybe never completed. But I don't know. I think that video games can still be fun. Oh, it's a girl. I think. Let's see. You'll die if you don't eat. Don't worry. I'll be out of here soon. What? My prince in shining armor's on his way. My predictions never fail. Sorry. She doesn't like video games. I see you, Suzuki-sensei. Oh, you ain't slick. But alright, Atari. Oh. You need to stop lighting up. Why are so many characters talking about what they spoke? But, alright, Atari. JAA fortune teller. Looks like a girl. But, hey. I'm down to add more relevant female characters. Because clearly Lou's not going to be one. No mention of her training. No mention of her getting a master. No plot progression. Lou, you may just have to give her. And the funny thing is, this girl has the same hair color as Lou, or at least like a slightly lighter hair color. And she's gonna be Shin's master. But a knight in shining armor. All right, or prince. Watch him be Because I still wonder why he was brought along. He still can't fight. Unless I'm gonna keep hammering it home until he somehow gets something in his hand. I have no idea how he's gonna train. But watch him be Heisuke. She's gonna be like, I need you to train me! And she's like, no, you're ugly and stupid and I don't want to train another ESP person. But that gentleman right there, with the bullseye on his cheek. Is he single? I can see that happening. My predictions never fail. But they've been failing. And I wonder why. I do wonder why her predictions have been failing in regards to Slur and his group. Maybe it's because of the multiple personality thing. Maybe her predictions are based on one personality and then the ramifications of another personality kicks in and it fundamentally changes everything. I don't know. I'm intrigued. But overall, W chapter. I like it because so much happened despite not much happening. Like, we got confirmation that they're in, and they're on the first floor. We got to see their plan for progression, robbing the guards and getting further down. Maybe they won't need to just rob the guards. Maybe they'll just go further down based on violence. And the violence reintroduces Boiled, a character who I really, really like. Sure, he didn't get too much time when he was introduced in his initial arc, because it was just like the early days of Sakamoto days. He lasted like, 4? Maybe 3 chapters, but still, he's a real cool character. I'm happy to have him back. He's looking good. He's looking as strong as ever, if not stronger. He's going to help reinforce the scaling of Shin, which is really, really nice, because Sakamoto Days scaling is kind of nightmarish. Like, we know the strongest and we know some of the weakest, but, like, the middle of Sakamoto Days scaling is still super duper weird. But seeing that is nice, and I'm excited to see what the fortune teller has to do. I wonder if she's actually going to be at all a combatant, or if she's going to exclusively be, like, a training, I can help you to do this one specific talent, but don't make me fight anything. I'd honestly like it to see a perfected version of Shin, where like once they get down to her, the guards are gonna be like, we can't let you leave, and they're gonna try to fight her, and she's gonna be like, y'all do realize I can see the future, right? And just absolutely body bags them. So overall, a W chapter. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, please leave Teller of Fortune. Oh yeah. It's literally just fortune teller backwards. Leave Teller of Fortune in the comment section down below. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you hit that little notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, I do have a Patreon down below, where you can support me for as low as $1 a month. Links like exclusive videos, early content, and more. You also now become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. Some of those perks include the live reactions to every other series I happen to review, and a few variations of all my videos, and becoming a $20 patron, only $25 member, you can order whatever video you want. Also, I do have a link to my Ko-Fi in the description down below. You can drop 5 beans for a short video, 29 beans for a long video, or any beans at all. Any support is always greatly appreciated. Now, thank you so much for watching once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is That Guy with the Pencil, writing off. I'd like to give a thank you to our $3 members: Sierra, Greyhound, Eternal Flame, NMA, Real Rare, Redwolf 4765, Paris Arnold, Astro, Brandon Payne, and G Prosper. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $5 patrons: Sean, Midnight Lord 21, Kevin, Encarnacion, Josh Brown, Igneal Lind, and A+A. And I'd like to give a big ol' thank you to our $7 members: Autumn Mornings Lazo, Fine, Zombie Hunter, and Austin Wimberly. Then I'd like to thank you to our $10 members, Robbie Uchiha, Jay Warrior, and AZ Void. Then I'd like to give a big ol' thank you to our $10 patrons, Overlord Zero, Joaquin Munoz, and Idem Okami.
And I'd like to give the craziest, juiciest, most next-level, quadruple, sloppy, toppy, next-level superhuman in beyond this world kidney having thank you to our $100 patron, or that guy with a pencil tier patron, Calvin Elder.